Underrated made it.
Young, black, and gifted. We do it for the culture.
Say it again. For that look.
Underrated made it.
This is the Young, Black, and Gifted podcast, and I am your faithful, dedicated host, Underrated. I know you see my face a lot, but you might not see me over here on this segment a lot. But look, man, we're going to get to everything we talk about, man. I'm excited about this joint, man. These young brothers that I got here with me today, special in their own ways, but special to the YBG network and the Young, Black, and Gifted podcast. They helped us get this thing started. And, you know, like I said, whenever we get the opportunities to update and get back on the same page, that's what we're going to do, man. It's been a long time coming. The last time I had these guys on here, I want to say is before last season. So I haven't had the opportunity to talk to them since then. But nonetheless, I got them here, man. But without further ado, I got the Morton Brothers, Devon, and Malachi. What's going on with y'all, man?
I'm good.
Word, man. Look, so I got a few things I want to talk about, man. I know y'all probably, since it's been a long time since y'all been here with me, you guys have probably talked about these things numerous times, but however, this is going to be documented. So from y'all first interview y'all did with me all the way down to the next 10, 15 that we may do, these are going to be things that you guys get to look back on. So I just want to make sure that I'm covering everything and we documenting everything. So for starting, I know that we got school coming up Monday. What grade we going into? How old y'all are now, and what grade y'all heading into?
I'm 11, and I'm going to 6th grade. About to turn 14, I'm going to end to 8th.
Okay. Dang, man. Again, when y'all first came on this platform, I want to say Flash was 8 and you was 10. And look, with time just moving along, this is y'all, what, 4th, 5th time here on the podcast. So I'm excited about this joint. So, talk to me a little bit about school. Obviously, y'all moving on to the next grade. You heading to the 6th Flash. Dev, you heading into the 8th grade.
Yeah.
So, what anything in particular you looking forward to this upcoming school year?
New classes.
Okay. We're that's always good, man. It's always good to get a fresh start. And of course, we got football going on, which I know is always exciting for you guys. But what I want to do is I want to talk a little bit about since the last time we was here. Again, like I said, the last time you guys were here, it was right before the beginning of what would have been 12U for you, Dev, and then 10.
No, 11U.
It was 11U, excuse me, 11U, and then that would be 9U for you, right? Am I doing that right? All right, right. 2-year difference, Flat. All right, cool. So let's start with you, Dev. So I know it's been a lot going on, a bunch of different things happening, but tell me about it. So I know a lot of things been going on. So just talk to me about how what happened, what transpired last year, 12U.
I really played last season because I had tweaked my knee, but then I had came back and I had tweaked it again. I played a few games though.
Okay. See, I've been, with me being in Maryland, I don't get the opportunity to come see a lot of y'all games, but I pay attention, and I did notice that I wasn't seeing you a lot. So with the injury to your knee, how first off, how's the knee coming along? How's it been coming along?
It's good. I just got out my brace today.
We making some great progress. Your dad definitely sent me some videos of you working that thing out. So yeah, we're going to get to that. But talk to me a little bit about, when it happened for you, right? And talk to me a little bit about what was going on in your mind, because obviously you've been doing this thing all your life. And talk to me a little bit about how it felt to be in such a position when you weren't able to play and help your teammates do the same. How was that for you?
I was surprised. I didn't know how to feel. But once I got the news that I tore my ACL and my meniscus, I just said I just got to do it one day at a time. I'll come back for high school. But now I just want to watch my little brother progress.
Word. And I know one of the things I said to your dad, when we was building the energy for this right here, I said one thing about it is a blessing in disguise. It's unfortunate that you got hurt. However, it's a blessing in disguise, because I look at it like you would have experienced everything that the game has to offer. You've won championships, you've lost them, now the injury, it unfortunately is a part of the game. And my thing is, for you to have had experienced it as early as you have, it's strengthening your mindset, especially for the future. So, I'm excited to see how you bounce back and how you come back off of that. Ultimately, so with you not playing, just tell me how did the team do? Like, how did the season ultimately end for the team last year?
And it ended good. We went back to the national championship. We came short in
In a championship game?
championship.
Okay.
But we made history. We went back twice.
Word. And at what point of the season were you out? Like, how far along in the season were you when you got hurt?
Well, to tell you, season I had got injured during a scrimmage.
Oh yeah, that's the worst.
I think 3 days before a big game, I got injured.
Wow, that made me think about when me and your pop played our quarterback. He was our quarterback for our team. It was my final year. Your dad and the quarterback might have had one more year to play of eligibility, but he got injured in the scrimmage. That's the worst. All right, but I'm glad to see that you handling it. I know you got a great support system between your parents. You got your siblings. You got Flash right there. So I'm glad to see that you moving along fine. So before we move on to Flash, just talk to me about like what some of your plans are. We're gonna talk a little bit more about some other things, but what's your plans since you won't be playing this season? Like, what's your plans moving forward?
Working out and looking at high schools I want to go to and stuff. But mostly working out and watching them play.
Yeah, we're gonna definitely. You know me. Your pop always give me the inside scoop. We're gonna get to that though. When the time is right, we'll talk about that. I was telling them that I was on my way down Philly this weekend, and I had rode past on the highway. Just looked over and I see the school bus. It was Emo Tech. I'm out. You say I'm out Maryland. They must have been coming back from their scrimmage. You feel me? But I thought that was pretty dope to just randomly see them on the highway or whatnot. All right, so now we got Flash. Talk to me about it would have been your 10U season, right? I want to make sure I got the numbers right. So talk to me about your 10U season. Obviously, we know with the Morton Brothers, the goal is simple. Natty or nothing, man. That's how we carrying it, right? So just talk to me about how the season was for you last year. How was it?
It's been good.
So so talk to me about some of the things that transpired. Like what happened during the season?
Our coaches broke up when we was playing the DVU, and he kept giving me the ball. The offensive coordinator kept giving me the ball, and after that game, my coach Rick, he fired him for giving me the ball too much.
So all right. So since you brought that up, talk to me about how that makes you feel. You're a Morton brother. One of the things I didn't mention is that you and your brother, y'all the top recruits in y'all classes, man. So talk to me about that, Flash? How that make you feel like being in that position and potentially being, I guess, overworked or being in situations where you feel like it could have gone different? How does that make you feel? What you think about that?
I ain't feel good because he was my favorite coach.
So you wanted the ball. Okay. I ain't mad at that, man. So my thing is this, right? You gotta, I always tell you this, and I always say this to y'all as a collective, is that you got a great support system too. You got a great blueprint with your father, your brother. And like I said to you the last time, you just keep putting the work. Sometimes it's not going to always work out the way that we planned. But however, we can't allow that to deter us or take us away from what our ultimate goal is. So I got a chance to see a little bit up at the Nationals, right? So I actually caught a live stream. And as soon as I come on the stream, here you go, running, speeding up the middle, touchdown. You feel me? Listen, it's just I didn't even realize that y'all was at the Nationals. I just hop on a random live and you going crazy. All I hear in the background, all I hear is people, yeah, they got to get a ball to Flash. Why didn't I get a ball to Flash? So in that game, what was the score of that game? How did that game end, that national game?
It was 21-6.
Okay. All right. Is it the last time I said wins and the losses that come with being bosses, man? It happens, right? So talk to me about how that made you feel. You put in a lot of work. You set your goals in the beginning of this season. You wake up that way, you go to sleep that way. So talk to me about how it felt to get that close and then not be able to accomplish your goal. How did that make you feel?
It made me feel mad because we worked too hard at practice, and when we went back to practice, our coaches said our coaches said that our offensive coordinator wasn't there no more.
Yeah, that's a tough job. And I again, like I said, I see the work that y'all put in, and that has to be a tough job. But I also see how you bounce back. You follow me? I see you. The same thing. It's the same thing with y'all. No matter what the circumstances, you come back even stronger. So, talk to me about how taking that loss and even going through some of the situations like losing your coach. Tell me how that shaped you for this upcoming season. Again, your dad sent me some highlights. I see the highlights. I see how you the one. Hold on, let me tell you the two Johns I like. I like the defensive John. First off, you play defense like a madman. Look at his face, y'all. He played like a madman, right? Like you barely tackling him with your arms. You running straight through him on defense. I think that's so crazy, right? Then my favorite John is on offense. The highlight was, and I slowed it down. If you go back and look at the John I did, it seemed like it was 4-on-1. You had 4 guys closing in on you. And you do like a stutter step and then just speed passing. Like, I love that, man. And to be honest, it kind of reminded me of your dad. I'm be honest. I played with him. I watched him score a lot of touchdowns. But that was definitely a Morton kid move, man. But talk to me, how you use that motive, how you use that as motivation to move forward, taking that loss and, using it to better fuel your purpose for this season.
It made me go harder.
Word. Yeah. All right. So with that being said, for the people that don't know, what's the goal for this season?
Nationals.
I ain't mad at you, man. We gonna get to some things, man. We gonna get to some things for sure, bro. So, all right. So cool. So now we in 10U for Flash, and obviously Dev will be 13U, but he's gonna take the season off.
11U.
11. My fault. Y'all gotta excuse me. I keep saying 10 because that was last year. You follow me? I didn't talk to y'all. I didn't get to talk to y'all after the season, directly after the season. So excuse me, y'all. So let's talk about training. Your dad, he got the Morton Elite Fitness. He's putting in the work with y'all. I see y'all got some of y'all teammates, some of the other kids from the neighborhood training with y'all. So talk to me about, let's start with you, Dad, right? Again, I know you got the training, the injury, but I see you hitting them weights, you doing what you can. So talk to me a little bit about how much your training has evolved since last season.
It became shorter. I don't really pay that at mind. I pay that no mind. I just still work out, use the weights. I gotta get big for high school and stuff like that. Put on weight.
What about you, Flash? Like, how would you say the training has changed since like last season?
It didn't really change.
Mm-hmm.
Just keep going hard.
Do you feel like as you guys get older and get better, do you feel like your dad challenges you? Like he responds to the fact that you guys may have accomplished his last thing with you guys, like you may have knocked the last training, so they already do this well. Do you think your dad does a good job at challenging y'all to get better?
Yeah.
Word. So talk to me about what y'all bench pressing right now.
Me, see, I live light, but my max is 150, 125.
So what's the goal? What's the goal like after, like once you accomplish that, what's the next thing after that? What's going to be the next step?
225.
Word. What about you, Flash? 20?
I'm not really there yet.
Listen, man, I can't tell. You say I can't tell.
He meant 220 pleats.
220. All right, word. You'll get to it though, man. You whatever areas you need to work on, it's fine. You're gonna get to it. You got, like I said, you got a good support system and you got a good head on your shoulders too. So even if you're not at where you think you should be, don't get down on yourself, man. It's a part of the game, it's a part of life, is having to work our way through things, man. Not everything gonna come to us easy. And if it is, it's probably no good for us. If it does come to us easy, it's probably no good for us. So hold on, let me see what I got next for y'all. Let me ask you this. I want to ask both of y'all this, right? With all the training that you guys have done, I know you guys seen a lot of football on a lot of different levels. Who would you compare your style of play to? I know I said it reminds me of your dad, but I'm pretty sure you guys have particular idea of who you guys like to approach the game after. Let's start with you, Dev. Who you think your style of play is modeled after?
I had to say Adrian Peterson.
I like that. Strong. And see, AP was very fast, but he was strong. He don't look it on the field. When he put on pants, he looked like a regular guy.
Yeah.
But that boy was strong. He ran like he was strong. You follow me? Yeah, I like AP. What about you, Flash? Who would you say your game is modeled after?
Saquon Barkley.
I know y'all both play defense. Let me say this, and I said this before. I said this to your dad. I said the way I see Dad play the game, Dad plays the game. He does exactly what he's supposed to do in the moment that he's supposed to do it. Flash, he does the same thing, but Flash has, like again, I said, you play the game like a madman. You knocking them off their feet. I seen the young boy was like, knocked him. So I'm like, yo, Flash is crazy. Who would you say you approach the game defensively like? Both of y'all. Let's start with you on that one, Flash. Who would you say you approach the game defensively like?
Ray Lewis.
Yeah. Oh, man. Yeah. A madman. What about you, Dad?
I don't really know. I don't know.
It's all good. We're going to get to that, man. All right, so look, man, I got this little segment with y'all. This is a little bit more fun. We talked about all the tough stuff already. We talked about business, so I wanna have a little bit more fun this time around. And I'm gonna say two names to y'all, right? And y'all tell me who you like better out of the two names that I picked. Y'all like that? All right, cool. All right. So the first two names I got, and these names are pretty common, so these are gonna be people that y'all know: Jalen Hurts or Patrick Mahomes.
Jalen.
Eagles fans, I already knew. I'm gonna get y'all with this one. I don't know about Flash, but I think I'm gonna get you with this one, Dev. Saquon or Derrick Henry?
Saquon.
Damn, I thought I was gonna get a Derrick Henry out of y'all. Okay, that's because y'all. It's the Eagles fans. Okay, Justin Jefferson or CD Lamb?
Justin.
Yeah, I like Justin. And, well, y'all Eagles fans, so y'all not gonna say the Cowboy guy anyway. All right, let me see if I can get y'all with this one. Josh Allen or Lamar Jackson? Okay, all right, I like that. Okay, I got a good one there. Do you think Lamar got cheated, or do you think Josh deserved it last year?
No, he had a chance, but Josh just got him having better offenses.
I like Josh. I like Lamar too, man. But they got to get over that hump. At least get to the Super Bowl. You feel me?
Josh Allen and Lamar Jackson are like two different quarterbacks.
Yeah. All right, so this one is Travis Kelce or George Kittle?
Travis.
Who you said? Okay, all right, okay. Why George, Flash? Why George?
He just like that.
Yeah, okay, all right, my bad. And why Travis?
I mean, you know how to control his attitude in big games. More advanced.
Yeah, I like the way I like Kelce. Obviously, I know that's probably not the popular pick because they keep winning or whatever, or they always in a position to win, I should say. But I like the way that he plays the game and he positions himself to get the ball. You follow me? He don't always score, but he didn't have such a great season last year. However, I like the way that he it's kind of like a power forward on a basketball court. Yeah, I like Trav. Myles Garrett or Micah Parsons?
Yeah, Myles Garrett.
Yeah. Jaden Daniels or Shador?
Shador.
Talk to me, Dad. Okay. All right. I like that. Jaden kind of came out of nowhere for me. But my girl, she's a Commanders fan. We was watching Jaden kind of close last season. So he surprised a lot of people with that.
Yeah, he did good. He got far enough.
I think what he does this year really define if he can repeat or exceed what he did last year, then he'll really be considered one of the better quarterbacks in the league.
Yeah, but not getting past the Eagles though.
No, I like the Eagles, man. All right, my last job for y'all is Travis Hunter or Malik Neighbors.
Travis Hunter.
Yeah, he played both sides of the ball. Yeah, I like Trav too. To be honest, I wanted to see Shador end up in New York with Malik Neighbors. Malik Neighbors and Shador, I think, would have been a good duo. But I'm also excited to see how often Trav gets to play the other side of the ball, if he gets to play the other side of the ball. I mean, he was in the preseason, they gave him a couple of reps on defense, but it seems like they want to use him as a wide receiver first. All right. Then I know I named a few names, but that's all the ones I had. Any other like notable players that I should look out for? Like anybody that y'all could think of that I didn't name? Any other players that y'all? Who is it? I don't know that. That's one of y'all guys? That's the guy that what's that? Is that the got drafted by the Giants?
He got drafted by Eagles.
That's
okay. See y'all Eagles fans. Okay. Who else? Jahai, what position he play?
He played edge rusher. He can also play linebacker too.
Word.
But who you was talking about was Abdul Carter.
Right, and did he play for? Do I got that right? He played from North Philly, right?
Yeah, he played for Penn State.
Word. What about you, Flash? Anybody? Any notable people that I didn't mention that I should be looking out for this season?
Abdul Carter,
my man. Word. All right, so let me ask you this, right? I want to ask y'all this. You guys have been doing this, you traveling to nationals, you going to other cities scrimmaging, you guys are traveling up and down the highways, you guys are flying. So I want to ask y'all, of all the cities that you've traveled to, right? Wherever they are, you could let me know where they've been. I want to know the best field that you played on out of all the places you've been and you played football. What would you say the best field that you played on was?
I was just there, the Northern Hospitality.
Where is that? Northern Hospitality is located in what state and city? What's that?
Ohio.
Okay. What about who you say, Dad? What you say?
I say Florida in the National Stadium.
Y'all, I seen that the team, but I don't know if you was injured during that time, but I seen that your team traveled to Dallas. They got to go to the Dallas Stadium. Was that last season?
Yeah, I played.
You was there. So you taking it? I ain't okay. I thought you would have picked that, but you picked the Nationals over the Cowboys. I ain't mad at it. What was the best hotels y'all stayed at?
I'll say Dallas and I'll say Florida.
Word. What about you, Flash?
Ohio.
Where he said that Northern Hospitality. Okay. And food. Who had the best food? Like out of all the places y'all been, who had the best grub?
Chili's.
Chili's in Word. I'm a Chili's boy too. I like Chili's. That's one of my favorite spots. You say Dallas had some good food? Word. You guys are gonna get some. Y'all listen. The further y'all go, the more opportunities and more cities y'all gonna get to travel to. So one day we'll be expanding that idea of places that you've been. All right, so I got another segment for y'all, right? And then we'll be wrapping up. So this is another segmented, John. My fault. Before I move on, that's my mistake. I already know who y'all gonna say, so I could have probably skipped over this, John. But Super Bowl predictions. Who you got?
Eagles going back.
Who y'all like coming out of the AFC?
New York.
The Jets. Yeah, the AFC. So you got the Bills, you got the Bengals, you got the Ravens out there. Oh, y'all not worrying about that?
I got Eagles and Ravens back in the chip.
Okay. I was about to say y'all got that same mentality even with as fans. Y'all not worrying about the competition. Y'all only worrying about what's in front of y'all. I like that. All right. And I knew as I was building this episode, I was trying to because I know that you guys are Eagles fans. So I was trying to make it a little bit more challenging than that for y'all. So this John right here, this segment I got right here is kind of like, I'm pretty sure you guys have seen this on TikTok or maybe even Instagram, where it's I ask you the most likely to anything. I don't know, most likely to win. So the first one I got is most likely to win in the foot race. And Dev, if you think it's you, say you know me, or if you think it's him, say it's him. Same thing, Flash. Whatever I say, if you think the answer is you say you. If you think it's him, you say him. You know what I'm saying? So we're going to keep it like that. All right, so my first one actually is most likely to win in the foot race.
Me. Right now, it could be him, though.
When you was at your healthiest, you got it? You got him?
Smoking him.
Flash was looking kind of fast. I don't know, man. He was looking kind of fast. I gotta see that, John. I gotta see it. Y'all have race? Do y'all race each other? Okay, I gotta see that, John. All right. I know y'all got sisters that that cheer and all that stuff. This is kind of like a funny one. So most likely to help your sisters with their routines. I already knew. Already knew. Shout out to your sisters, man. I know they're a big part of y'all's support system too. And I know that y'all do the same for them, man. So shout out to your sisters, man. Most likely to make your mom laugh.
Him. Well, it's both of us, but it's mostly him.
Mostly him? Word. Shout out to mom too. Most likely to spend too much time on the game.
Him. I don't even play the game like that unless he asks.
What you play? What you playing, Flash?
Roblox.
Okay. You ain't doing Madden? Y'all be playing each other in Madden?
I'm getting Natty.
Okay. Word. All right. Again, this is catered to like you guys traveling. I know you guys do a lot of traveling up and down. Most likely to fall asleep first in the car. Most likely to try skydiving.
I don't know.
I
Yeah. All right. Here, I got a football joint for y'all. Most likely to fumble or turn the ball over. You got any fun? You got some fumbles, Flash? When the last time you fumbled in the game?
Last year.
Okay. Weird. What about you, Dad? When the last time you fumbled?
11U.
Do y'all got? Is it? Because I know that as running backs, y'all got to protect that ball. Like, if y'all fumble? Do y'all got to pay for it in training or in practice?
At practice, if we fumble, we gotta run laps.
Yeah, I can see that. Well, hold on to the ball, Flash. No more fumbling.
Sideline when I get out the game.
Push-ups? Yeah. And my last one, I don't know how mom gonna feel about this, John, but I gotta ask, right? Most likely to get married first.
Man.
That makes sense. You older, so that makes sense that you would get married first. Weird. So that was the end of that segment. Again, I wanted to try to make it a little bit, add a little bit more fun to it because we always talk business when we link up, right?
Yeah.
So I want to ask y'all before we wrap up. I want to ask y'all, right? Because again, like I said, you guys helped me start this platform. When we started, y'all were 10 and 8 years old. Here we go, y'all. 13 going on 13, right?
Yeah, I'm going 13, going on 14.
Going on 14, and I want to know, right?
Yeah.
If you could say anything to your future self, if you could leave a message for your future self in this video right now, what would it be? What would you tell your future self? Let's just say next year when we come back. What's something that you would want to say to your future self? Let's start with you, Flash.
I don't know.
That's fine. That's okay. You got some time to figure it out. It's not a test. What about you, Dev? What would you say? What's something that you would say to your future self?
Stay humble, stay focused, and keep going.
Word. So let me ask you this, Flash. What's something that you learned now that you may have not known when you were younger? Let's say back in 8U. If you could go back now and talk to your younger self when you were 8, what's something that you would tell that person?
We can make anything possible.
My man, I love that. And we're going to get to that, man. We're going to get to that. Did the season start yet, Flash?
No, it's preseason.
Okay. Word. I always ask, but is there any teams that your team is looking for? Like, is there any teams that y'all looking at your schedule and y'all saying like, we can't wait to play them, or y'all just one goal?
One goal.
All right, we're going to see, man. We come back, man. Again, man, stay focused, believe in yourself, trust your teammates. I see your team, y'all looking strong. Y'all got some nice pieces down there, man. So y'all, as long as y'all stay focused on your goal, I think it can happen. So hold on, tell me, right? So this team that y'all just played, your dad was telling me something like this, but I want you to help me remember. The team that y'all played at Northern Hospitality, were they at the final? I mean, the Nationals? Like?
It was the runner-up.
See what I'm saying? And what y'all say, BTA? What y'all say, BTA? Yeah. What was the score of that, John?
It was 25-12.
That's what's up, man. Just stay focused, man, and the Pop, man, he been doing a great job with y'all. Again, me and him go way back. Oh, I want to tell you that he might not going to tell you, but I'm going to tell you. You way bigger than he was when he was 14. I just wanted to get that out. I just wanted to let you know. You see how he is? He do a lot of working out. He always been a skinny guy. You feel me? But strong guy. You feel me? But I see when I see, I'm like, damn. It's gonna be crazy once you get to like that high school. Both of y'all, once y'all get to that high school level, because y'all been training for so long, y'all been putting the work in so long, the results are gonna be crazy. Watch, I tell you. Let's do some shout outs, man. I know y'all gonna have a lot of people watching this joint. Obviously, I know you got mom, I know you got your sister, but let's start with you, Flash. Shout out some of your let's shout out some of your teammates, man. I know you got some guys on your team. Let's give them some shout outs. Who we got?
My team and my family.
What about you, Dev?
I want to shout out to my little cousin Emar. He holding down for TMT. Coach Herm, Coach Dre, the whole coaching staff. Aya, one of our linemen. Ian, one of our wide receivers. Asem, another wide receiver. Rel, he just came to the team. Yeah, the whole TMT. That's it.
It's a good joint. Flash, you got to give me one of your linemen, man. You got these bulls running up and down the field like crazy men trying to keep up with you. Shout out one of the linemen for me.
Mac, my tight end.
Word.
My center boy. AJ, my guard.
My man. Word. Shout out to everybody on the team too, man. All right, so that's all I got for y'all. Let me double check, make sure I didn't skip over anything. Yeah, man. That was it, man. It was a great pleasure to have you guys here with me once again. Thank you always, because you guys are doing some great things. So I tell your dad, thank you for the opportunity to be able to do this, because you guys, it's only getting better. We only getting better. And I tell you the same thing too, Flash. I just said it to your brother. Like, a lot of pay attention to, I know you do, but I just want to say it here. I'm sure that you pay a lot of attention to what's happening with your brother. But it's a part of the game. The ups, the downs, the wins, the losses. Pay close attention to it. You follow me? And I would say to you, Dev, lean on your support system. Because as the leader of the bunch, is not always easy to bear. But God don't place us in positions He don't just give those opportunities to any old body. But you have a support system and a family team. You have all those things for a reason. So if ever you going through some tough things, lean on your folks, man. Again, like I said, shout out to your dad, your mom. That I see them all on social media. They always shouting y'all out, bigging y'all up, supporting y'all, and that's a wonderful thing, man. Stay focused. I can't wait for your for the bounce back. I can't wait to see what you do when you get back on the field. Flash, look, man, let's do it. Let's get to it. Let's do it. I'm supporting you. I'm yelling all the way. Listen, I'm yelling all the way from Maryland. If I get that, y'all got any season games in Maryland?
He got one coming up next week.
Where y'all playing at?
DMV.
All right, I'm gonna talk to your dad. I'm gonna try to figure out exactly where that's at. You feel me? I'll try to run up. That's when I got to see y'all playing. I got to see Dev play out over at y'all home field. That's who y'all was playing, DMV. So yeah, BTA to them. I mean, and we gonna get to that. Everything we talk about, man, we gonna get to that. Anything, y'all got anything for me before we bounce up out of here? Listen, man, one day at a time, man. This is my thing. Listen, whenever I get the opportunity to do these interviews with y'all, it makes everything in life worth it, man. I did this thing and I started it with a purpose. And again, I want you guys to know that y'all are part of that. You feel me? Again, I get to talk to your dad. And we don't get to talk all the time, but every time we lock in, it's with a purpose. So, but I've been doing well, man, taking life one step at a time, man. Just try and get things in order. But, we gonna get to that, man. Is your dad, is he still in the room?
Yeah.
Dad, you got anything before we go? What you got? You got anything for the...
Appreciate you, for always holding us down, Like you said, we gonna keep it moving. Like, we're gonna let the hate. We're going to feed off the motivation and stay focused. And, I'm going to do my part long as they do their part. And then, you backing us. So we all we got.
Word. Last John. I see that. I peeped it earlier, but it really stood out to me when your dad got in the camera. I see y'all got the chains. What's going on with the chains? What's the chains?
My uncle passed away.
Word. And they the joints right there?
Yeah.
Word. Rest in peace to Auntie, man. Listen, like I said, y'all got a lot of support, man. All y'all gotta do is stay focused, remain disciplined, and follow the blueprint, man. Y'all gonna get through it. So, all right, brothers, until the next time, this is the Young Black and Gifted podcast. I'm your host, Underrated. My guys, the Morton Bros.
Underrated lady.
Young, black, and gifted. We do it for the culture.
Say it again.
Underrated made it.